found a really interesting article last week that introduced a really good question. The housing market has been red hot. We're just now seeing signs of it cooling down. Is buyer remorse on the rise? Let's dig in. Man, what an interesting question that hasn't really been discussed yet. Great topic and article from themortgagenote.com. We all know it just happened. If we could zoom out and look at the national housing market at a glance, it would look something like the trading floor in the 80s after a crazy day. Some winners, some losers, but an overall chaotic mess. We all know the stories of homes being bought sight unseen only to find out that the home has major issues not discovered due to hasty buying process fueled and powered by an excess of buyers. And we all know the stories of buyers paying way over asking price because, well, they had to win the house. What about the families that moved to a new town because they could, only to find out maybe this isn't the place for us? I mean, we Googled small town USA, we visited it once over a weekend, but deep down they had no idea what said town was really about. Politics, schools, neighbors, taxes, weather, and the list goes on. And the other realization that maybe was missed in the frenzy was the actual cost to pay top dollar or even overpay during the housing boom. Bankrate.com found in a recent study that millennials more than any other group were unhappy when the dust settled with their overall cost of their recent home purchase. 65% were unhappy with the overall maintenance and mortgage cost and had remorse about overpaying for their home. And that's nearly 2/3, guys, having regret. Now, the interesting thing about millennials having the most regret is while other generations share in the regret of being caught up in the housing frenzy, these older generations have more room to navigate and unwind what may have been a hasty move. They typically had larger down payments, resulting in a more comfortable mortgage payment, and they had reserves to rely on, while many millennials don't have disposable income and reserves that the older generations do. So the decisions may tend to hurt worse than, say, Gen Xers or Boomers. See, I love the question because one, no one's asking it yet. And two, it's speaking to what's to come. I don't know the answers to what this means and what the fallout will look like, but I do know it's a great question and something real estate and lending professionals should know about and even prep for. I'm curious if you guys have seen any signs of this. I know it's early to ask this question, but I've actually seen the regret in my personal life with friends and family. Let us know your thoughts on this below. Hasty decisions were made in a mad dash. What will the fallout be? We shall see. Let's pick it up in the chat log below, and I'll see you guys next week.